Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Wednesday, June 19th, 2024. Today we'll recap last night's Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final, Game 3 of the Calder Cup Final, MLB, WNBA, soccer, golf, my latest NBA mock draft, news and notes, and my best bet for today. We'll start with the Stanley Cup Final, Game number 5. Boy, did this baby just get even more interesting. Edmonton, 5-3 winners over Florida. The fourth Game 6 back in Edmonton on Friday night. Of course, your number one starter game, the best player in hockey, 2 goals, 2 assists, Connor McDavid. Number 2 started game with a goal and assist from Florida, Evan Rodriguez. Number 3 started game with 3 assists, Evan Bouchard, who really has emerged as a lead D-man on a contender. But yeah, first period, Connor Brown scored shorthanded his second of the postseason, 1-0 Edmonton. Second period, Zach Hyman, 15th of the playoffs on the power play, 2-0. Zach Hyman's season, he's proven in no fluke for right now. And then McDavid's his 7th of the playoffs, makes it 3-0. McDavid has to be the favorite for the Conn Smythe right now if Edmonton were to do the unthinkable. Matt Tkachuk makes it 3-1, his 6th of the playoffs from Evan Rodriguez. Then Corey Perry's first of the playoffs on the power play from Connor McDavid and Evan Bouchard. Then Evan Rodriguez makes it 4-2, assists from Brandon Montour and Sam Bennett. Then Oliver Ekman-Larsson gets his second of the postseason from Matt Tkachuk to make it 4-3. Then McDavid into the empty net, his 8th of the postseason, unassisted, made it 5-3. And the Oilers get the win to force a Game 6 back at home. So, interesting series, of course, now. And the Calder Cup Final, game number 3, was last night, as well as Coachella beats Hershey by a score of 6-2 to take a 2-1 series lead back at home. First period, Coachella gets off to a good start. Max McCormick, 6th of the postseason from Colin and Shane Wright on the power play, makes it 1-0 Coachella. Then McCormick, 7th of the playoffs from Shane Wright, makes it 2-0. Then the Bears get on the board. Henrik Rybinski, his 5th of the playoffs from Ivan Misharenko and Mike Vachoni, make it 2-1. Bears tie it right away in the second period on the power play on a goal by Alex Libgos, his 4th of the postseason from Ethan Frank and Joe Snively, makes it a 2-2 game. Then Leighton Road, his 1st of the playoffs from Riker Evans and Jacob Melanson, makes it 3-2 Coachella. Then Ryan Winterton, his 4th of the playoffs from Cam Hughes and Logan Morrison, makes it 4-2. Then in the third, Shane Wright, his 3rd of the playoffs from Cole Lind and Cale Fleury, made it 5-2. And then Max McCormick for the hat trick into the empty net from Cale Fleury and John Hayden, making it a 6-2 win for Coachella. Game number 4 back in Coachella on Thursday night, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. We'll preview and pick that on the podcast. And, of course, the 3 stars of the game. Number 1 with the hat trick was Max McCormick. 2 with a goal and 2 assists with Shane Wright. Number 3 with the goal, Leighton Road. So it's going to be an interesting and pivotal game number 4 on Thursday night. All right, now move on to baseball. We'll go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to today's games. Marlins over the Cardinals, 9-8-10 on a walk-off RBI single by Vidal Brujan. Reds over the Pirates 2-1, so best bet wins. Phillies over the Pirates 4-3. Yankees over the O's 4-2. Mariners over the Guardians 8-5. D-backs over the Nats 5-0. Red Sox over the Jays 4-3. Braves over the Tigers 2-1. Twins over the Rays 7-6. Mets over the Rangers 7-6 for their 7th win in a row. Cubs over the Giants 5-2, a much-needed win for the Cubs. White Sox over the Astros 2-0. That's a terrible loss for Houston. Dodgers over the Rockies 11-9. Brewers over the Angels 6-3. And the A's over the Royals 5-7. Bad loss for KC on the road. All right, we have a couple of matinee games. 12 o'clock, Tigers, Braves, Tariq Skubal, and Reynaldo Lopez. I'm interested to see what the lines are for this game. Braves minus 130, Tigers plus 110, over under 7.5, over is minus 102, under is minus 120. Tigers plus 1.5 is minus 100, Braves minus 1.5 plus 164. I like the Tigers plus 110. Tariq Skubal, to me, is the AL Cy Young favorite right now, and Lopez has been good on Atlanta, but the under's overdue, so my next best guess would be the Tigers. 12:30, Reds, Pirates. Hunter Green, Mitch Keller. Pirates minus 118, Reds even money, over under 8, over is minus 114, under is minus 106. Reds minus 1.5 plus 168, Pirates plus 1.5 is minus 205. I like the under. Cards, Marlins. Kyle Gibson, TBD. Cards minus 172, Marlins plus 144, over under 8. Over is minus 120, under is minus 102. Cards minus 1.5, minus 102. Marlins plus 1.5 is minus 118. It looks like Yanni Chirinos, the X-ray, is starting here. I'm going to lay the run line with the Cardinals in a bounce-back spot, but do I feel great about it? No. 1 o'clock, Padres, Phils from Philly. Waldron and Ranger Suarez. Phils minus 156, Padres plus 132, over under 8.5, over is minus 115, under is minus 105. Pods plus 1.5 is minus 154, Phils minus 1.5 plus 128. I like the under at minus 105. 220, Giants, Cubs. TBD, Kyle Hendricks. Hendricks has barely pitched this year for the Cubs. If the Cubs are favored, I think San Francisco's the pick. Because that's how bad Hendricks has been. Granted, 4 starts. But if not, then the over's probably the pick. 4 o'clock, D-backs, Nats. Brandon Pfaadt and Patrick Corbin. D-backs minus 162. Nats plus 136, over under 9.5. Overs minus 102, unders minus 120. D-backs minus 1.5, minus 105. Nats plus 1.5 is minus 14. Over minus 102. You know why. Auto over Patrick Corbin. Mariners, Guardians. Brian Wu, Tanner Bibay. Guardians minus 130, Mariners plus 110, over under 8, overs minus 102, unders minus 120. M's plus 1.5 is minus 25. Guardians minus 1.5 plus 168. I'm going with the Mariners plus 110. Brian Wu's been outstanding this year. 7 o'clock, O's, Yankees. Cade Povich against Garrett Cole. Welcome back, Garrett Cole. On the first place, Yankees, minus 172. The O's are plus 144, over under 8.5, minus 110 each way. O's plus 1.5 is minus 150. Yankees minus 1.5 plus 125. Kind of like the over. But the reason why I'm not 100% sure about this one is because of the status of Aaron Judge. We'll get into that in news and notes, but I could see Cole being rusty here against the division opponent, and Povich isn't all that great. This is more of a bet against Povich than a bet on Cole being rusty, but anyway, I do like the over. I think the O's offense will be a little bit better. Maybe they get to the Yanks bullpen. Red Sox, Jays. Brian Balow and Kevin Gossman. Jays minus 134, Red Sox plus 114, over under 8, overs minus 112, unders minus 108. Sox plus 1.5 is minus 5, Jays minus 1.5 plus 168. I love the over in that game. Love it. 7:30, Rays, Twins. Taj Bradley, Joe Ryan. Twins minus 162, Rays plus 136, over under 7.5, overs minus 115, unders minus 105. Rays plus 1.5 is minus 156, Twins minus 1.5 plus 130. I like the under. 8 o'clock, Mets, Rangers. Sean Manaea, Andrew Heaney. Rangers minus 110, Mets minus 106, over under 8.5, overs minus 114, unders minus 106. Mets minus 1.5 plus 150, Rangers plus 1.5 is minus 182. I like the over. Astros, White Sox. Hunter Brown, Garrett Crochet. Astros minus 120, White Sox plus 102, over under 7.5, overs minus 102, unders minus 120. Stros minus 1.5 plus 150, Sox plus 1.5 is minus 182. They're begging you to take Houston. There's a reason Chicago's just over even money. It's because of the starting pitcher on the mound, Garrett Crochet. Can't believe I'm doing this, so I'm taking the Chicago White Sox at plus 102. Call me a moron if they lose 10-2 tonight. 8:30 Dodgers Rockies. Bobby Miller, Ryan Feltner. Dodgers minus 210, Rockies plus 176, over under 11, overs minus 104, unders minus 118. Dodgers minus 1.5 is minus 137, Rocks plus 1.5 is plus 114. I'm going to go with the over at minus 104 only because of the Dodger offense, even without Betts. I think it just pile up the runs at Coors. 9:30 Brewers Angels. Freddie Peralta and Tyler Anderson. Brewers minus 154, Angels plus 130, over under 8.5, minus 110 each way. Brewers minus 1.5 is plus 104, Angels plus 1.5 is minus 125. I'm going to go with the over. And last but not least, Royals A's. Cole Reagans, Luis Medina. Royals minus 176, A's plus 148, over under 7.5, minus 110 each way. Royals minus 1.5 is minus 105, A's plus 1.5 is minus 114. I'm going with the Royals on the run line, minus 1.5 and minus 105. Bounce back to back with the Ace on the mound. It's not a bad idea to go with KC. All right, now we'll move on to the WNBA. We'll go over the results from last night and look ahead to today's games. Mercury over to Liberty, 99-93. What did I tell you? What did I tell you guys? Sun over to Sparks, 79-70. All right, 7 o'clock, NBA TV, Mystics Fever. Good opportunity for Caitlin Clark and company to get within 4 of 500. They're starting to play better. The Fever are giving 4.5 totals, 165, and I'm playing it with the Fever. If the Mystics went outright, I'm an idiot, but this looks too easy. I'm laying it with Indy anyway because it's Caitlin. 8 o'clock, Dream Lynx. The Lynx are giving 8.5 totals, 161.5. I'm going to go with the over. I think that's a high-scoring game there. And then 10 o'clock, NBA TV, Storm Aces. Probably the best game of the night, although you could argue Dream Lynx. The Aces are giving 6 totals, 169.5. I'm taking the Storm, getting the 6. Just fade the Aces until they get right. And I don't see it against a Seattle team in Jewel Lloyd. So I'm going to go with Seattle getting the 6. The plus 205 is very enticing. If there's an underdog that's going to win outright tonight, I think it could very well be Seattle. I mean, the numbers are saying most likely the Mystics, but not going against Miss Caitlin, who has a chip on her shoulder for not being on that Olympic team. But anyway, I'm going to take Seattle getting the 6 at Vegas. I just don't trust the Aces right now whatsoever. All right, now move on to soccer. We'll go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to today. We're obviously going to start with the Euros. Turkey over Georgia 3-1. Portugal over Czech Republic 2-1. Both of those were Group F. All right, 9 o'clock on Fox Sports 1, you have Croatia and Albania. We are back to Group B play with everybody pretty much playing. Croatia minus 240, Albania 7-1, the draws plus 340. I'm going to go with over 2.5 goals at minus 106. 12 o'clock on Fox Sports 1 is Germany-Hungary. That is also Group A. Actually, no, Croatia-Albania is B. Yeah, that's what I meant. Not also A, but they're A. Germany minus 450, Hungary 7-1, the draws 5-1. Germany's going to win. I would parlay Germany with over 3.5 goals at plus 144. That would just be a lot of fun. But the over's the pick for the podcast. And then 3 o'clock on Fox, you have Scotland and Switzerland. That is Group A. Switzerland's minus 125. Scotland's plus 360. Draw plus 260. Big one for Switzerland here. I'm going to go over 2.5 goals at plus 116. We had a USL game last night. Vegas and Colorado was a 3-3 draw. And we have 4 USL games tonight. 7 o'clock on CBS Sports Network is Pittsburgh-Louisville. I'm just going to pull up odds for this really quick. I think there's MLS. Yeah, there's a lot of MLS tonight as well. So Louisville plus 120, Pittsburgh plus 195, draw plus 230. I'm going with Louisville plus 120 on the road. They're playing better. 8 o'clock, Birmingham, San Antonio. Birmingham plus 120, San Antonio plus 190, draw plus 230. Birmingham at home plus 120. 8:30, Tulsa, Miami. Tulsa minus 185, Miami plus 410, draw is 3-1. I'm going to go under 2.5 goals at plus 116. And last but not least, 10 o'clock, Oakland, El Paso. Oakland plus 125, El Paso plus 190, draw plus 230. I'm going to go with Oakland and plus 125 at home. We have a ton of MLS tonight. Pretty much the whole league's playing. 7:30 of Montreal Red Bulls. Red Bulls even money, Montreal plus 240, draw plus 250. I'm going to go with the draw plus 250. I don't really love the Red Bulls as a road favorite. Charlotte, Orlando. Charlotte plus 105, Orlando plus 240, draw plus 240. We'll go Charlotte plus 105. DC, Atlanta. DC minus 105, Atlanta plus 220, draw plus 290. I'm going to go Atlanta plus 220 on the road. I like that one. Miami, Columbus. No Messi, I don't think. Yeah, no. Columbus plus 115, Miami plus 185, draw plus 280. I'm going with Columbus at plus 115. Toronto, Nashville. Toronto plus 120, Nashville plus 210, draw plus 230. I'm going to do the draw plus 230. 7:45, Cincy, Philly. Philly's been playing terrible lately. They're plus 340 as a dog. Cincy's minus 140, draw plus 290. Cincy's going to win. I want to bet on minus 1.5 goals. I'm going to Cincinnati minus 1.5 plus 210. That's a bold call, but this is more of a pick against the Union. I just don't like how the Union have looked. 8:30, Austin, LAFC. LAFC minus 115, Austin plus 260, draw plus 280. LAFC's the pick. They're red hot, minus 115. Dallas Mini. Dallas even money, Mini plus 240, draw plus 250. I'm going to go with the draw plus 250. Houston, Seattle. Houston plus 110, Seattle plus 220, draw plus 250. Go Seattle. Plus 220 on the road. I like it. KC, Salt Lake. KC plus 160, Salt Lake plus 145, draw plus 250. I'm going to go with the draw plus 250. St. Louis, Colorado. St. Louis even money, Colorado plus 220, draw plus 290. Or St. Louis home even money. Don't feel good about that one, though. 10:30, Galaxy, NYCFC. Galaxy minus 110 at NYCFC plus 230, draws 3-1. I'm going with the Galaxy minus 110 at home. And then 10:30, San Jose, Portland. San Jose minus 105, Portland plus 230, draw plus 290. I'm going to go with Portland plus 230. Women's League plays tonight as well. 2 games. 7 o'clock, Gotham, San Diego. Gotham minus 110, San Diego plus 340, draw plus 230. I'm going with Gotham at minus 110. And then 10 o'clock tonight is Angel City, Louisville, CBS Sports Network. Angel City plus 130, Louisville plus 195, draw plus 240. I'm going to go with Louisville on the road. Upset. Plus 195. So there you have it for soccer. Now we'll move on to golf. We did have a lot of soccer today because everybody's playing. We have the next tournament coming up. It's the Travelers. 8:05, Chris Goddard. 8:15, Jake Knapp, Robert McIntyre. 8:25, Ashke Bahita, Thomas Dietrich, Victor Perez. 8:35, Taylor Pendrith. 8:45, Davis Riley, Ricky Fowler. 8:55, Lucas Hodges, Eric Cole. 9:05, Brian Harmon, Taylor Hogue. 9:15, Nate Taylor, Harry English. 9:25, Seamus Power, Taylor Moore. 9:40, Mackenzie Hughes, Kurt Katayama. 9:50, Steve Thiglias, Straka. 10 o'clock, Jason Day, Jason Potson. 10:10, Patrick Rogers and Cam Young. 10:20, Hideki Matsuyama, Keegan Bradley. 10:30, Max Homa, Scotty Scheffler. 10:40, Jordan Spieth, Wyndham Clark. 10:50, Justin Thomas, Shane Lowry. 11 o'clock, Adam Scott and Nick Dunlap. 11:15, Will Zalatoris, Ben Griffin. 11:25, Webb Simpson, Austin Eckroat. 11:35, Christian Zenithout, Peter Malnati. 11:45, Adam Putnam, Emiliano Grillo. 11:55, Sam Burns, Byung Ganon. 12:05, Sai Woo Kim, Adam Simpson. 12:15, Adam Hammond, Matt Fitzpatrick. 12:25, Tom Kim, Corey Connors. 12:35, Justin Rose, Adam Schenk. 12:50, Sun Jam, Chris Kirk. 1 o'clock, Dylan McCarthy, Ryan Henley. 1:10, Brendan Todd, Cam Davis. 1:20, Lucas Glover, Tommy Fleetwood. 1:30, Colin Morikawa, Victor Hovland. 1:40, Tony Finau, Patrick Cantlay. 1:50, Xander Schauffele, Matthew Pavon. 2 o'clock, Levi Goldberg and Michael Thimjorsen. 2:10, Brett Horschel, Stefan Jaeger. All right, I have a pick in mind. It's at TPC River Highlands. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think I picked this golfer in a while. I just think he's due. On the board, he is a whopping 50-1. Jordan Spieth. That's my pick. All right, now I'll move on to my latest NBA mock draft. We're going to be doing a ton of mock drafts within the next couple days. A week from today's the NBA draft, amazingly enough. And it's now a 2-day event. It's literally a week from today. So, without further ado, let's mock draft. Number 1, the Atlanta Hawks. Socher versus Socher, forward, France. Many people expect the Hawks to take Alex Sarr here, but I can see Socher being the choice. Socher is a versatile player and can be a sharpshooter as a stretch 4. He may not be the savior that teams usually get at the first overall pick, but it's worth the risk for the Hawks in a weaker draft. 2, the Washington Wizards. Alex Sarr, center, France. The Wiz take the player many feel is the best in the class in Sarr. He's an elite rim protector and excels in pick-and-roll situations. Sarr in last year's lottery pick by Lau Coulibaly make a nice foundation for a Wizards team that's in dire need of young talent. 3, the Houston Rockets from the Brooklyn Nets. Reed Sheppard, guard, Kentucky. Courtesy of the James Harden trade, the Rockets end up with the top 3 pick. Sheppard's a perfect player for today's NBA with his shot creativity, athleticism, and passing. Sheppard has the upside to be another blue chipper from this draft. 4, the San Antonio Spurs. Stephon Castle, guard, Connecticut. The Spurs need the most help at either guard position, and Castle here makes sense. Castle's stock rose due to a great NCAA tournament run capped off with another title. Castle's size and two-way play can make him a star in a draft that isn't perceived to have stars. 5, the Detroit Pistons. Matas Buzelis, forward, Ignite. Interesting fit here for Buzelis with the Pistons. He can space the floor. 6, the Charlotte Hornets. Dalton Connect, guard, Tennessee. I like Connect here with Charlotte. He fits with LaMelo and Brandon Miller with the scoring. 7, the Portland Trailblazers. Donovan Clingan, center, Connecticut. I love this possible pick for Portland. Long-term play. Fits well with Anthony Simons and Scoot Henderson. Good all-around game, too. 8, the San Antonio Spurs from the Toronto Raptors. Dejounte Saloon, guard forward, France. Um, international guy with the Raptors. The Raptors need to take some swings. This would be a good one. 9, the Memphis Grizzlies. Ron Holland, forward, ignite. Ron Holland's an interesting player. He's bounced around in mock drafts. Energy, defensive game, super versatile, high upside. 10, the Utah Jazz. Cody Williams, guard forward, Colorado. Really solid all-around player, 3-point shooter, good defender, good playmaking. Would fit good with Lauri Markkanen and Walker Kessler. 11, the Chicago Bulls. Devin Carter, guard, Providence. Are the Bulls the team that made the lottery promise to Devin Carter? He's a good 3-point shooter, good defender. 12, the Oklahoma City Thunder from the Houston Rockets. Jacoby Walker, guard, Baylor. Walker's not a great athlete, but good skill set, good length. Interested to see what his role on this team would be, probably off the bench. 13, the Sacramento Kings. Rob Dillingham, guard, Kentucky. This would be an interesting pick. Could he be replacing Malik Monk, or would that say how they feel about Davion Mitchell? A good scorer and a good shot creator as well. 14, the Portland Trailblazers from the Golden State Warriors via the Memphis Grizzlies and Boston Celtics. Keyshawn George, forward, Miami. So how the Blazers got this pick, this was attached to the Andre Iguodala trade from Golden State to Memphis back in 2019. George's fit on this team would be interesting. Good at spacing the floor and good knockdown shooter. 15, the Miami Heat. Nikola Topic, guard, Serbia. The tear of the ACL is just brutal for Topic. Risky pick for Miami, though, but good passer, good playmaker. 16, the Philadelphia 76ers. Kyle Filipowski, center, Duke. Don't love this pick. Playing behind Embiid. 17, Los Angeles Lakers. Tristan Da Silva, forward, Colorado. This would be a nice pick. He could play right away, I think, as the Lakers get front court depth here. And people like his positional size, shooting versatility, and all-around polish. 18, the Orlando Magic. Chad McCain, guard, Duke. Decent pick for the Magic. Could use some guard depth off the bench. Good IQ and good shot. 19, the Toronto Raptors from the Indiana Pacers. Khalil Ware, center, Indiana. Position of need pick for the Raptors. Good frame. Rim protector. Spaces the floor. 20, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Isaiah Collier, guard, USC. Collier was out to be a top 5 pick, but he was not great in school, injuries and such. And this fit would be interesting. He would probably come off the bench, barring trades. 21, the New Orleans Pelicans from the Milwaukee Bucks. Yves Missy, center, Baylor. Good rim protector, defensive upside. Kind of a long-term play for New Orleans. 22, Phoenix Suns. Tyler Kolek, guard, Marquette. Decent pick for the Suns. Need bench help. Bad. Good decision maker. 23, the Milwaukee Bucks from the New Orleans Pelicans. Theron Holmes, the second forward, Dayton. Are the Bucks the team that gave Theron Holmes their promise? Good fit. Stretch the floor. Shooter from 3. 24, New York Knicks from the Dallas Mavericks. Ryan's on forward, Virginia. Talk about good fits. Really good defensive player. Such a Tom Thibodeau guy, too. 25, the New York Knicks. Zach Edey, center, Purdue. This is one of my favorite matches of the draft. I mean, if the Knicks lose either Mitchell Robinson or Isaiah Hartenstein this offseason, whether it's trade or free agency, Zach Edey, not a bad replacement. 26, the Washington Wizards. Jalen Tyson, guard, Cal. I like this fit with Tyson. Good scoring touch despite the height. He could probably be a bench guy. 27, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Johnny Furphy, guard, Kansas. T-Wolves are a candidate to trade the pick. But Furphy would be interesting. Good transition game. Good 3-point shot. 28, the Denver Nuggets. Tyler Smith, forward, ignite. Be an interesting pick for the Nuggets, who could use some forward depth, good length, decent jump shot. 29, the Utah Jazz. Pacome Didet for Germany. Interesting pick. Draft and stash possibility. And 30, the Boston Celtics, your new NBA champion, Boston Celtics. Cam Christie to guard out of Minnesota. Interesting. Obviously, Cam Christie, somebody that fast riser, but I'm not convinced the Celtics are going to keep the pick just because they won the title, and they probably want veterans there, and we give someone else a chance to pick. All right, so there you have it for the mock draft. Now a rapid fire news and notes. Not needed. All right. So the biggest story in sports: Aaron Judge got hit by a pitch, 94-mile-an-hour fastball. He got hit in the hand. It looked like, at first glance, that it got fractured. But he got a clean test after a hit by pitch, which is good news for right now for the Yankees, as they get Garrett Cole back tomorrow. Ben Rice, a hot prospect in the minors, got called up to replace Anthony Rizzo, and he got his first hit, and he was so excited. Adley Rutschman got a bloody nose as he face planted after almost getting picked off. Bad news for France. Mbappe out against the Netherlands. The U.S. Olympic golf roster's out, and of course Scotty Scheffler headlines it. The Premier League schedule's out. Opening weekend, August 18th, Chelsea, Man City is the highlight. Luka dismisses injury excuse as he should. He admits he didn't do enough following a 4-1 finals loss. That's the right thing to do if you're Luka. Kristaps Porzingis is having leg surgery. That's not surprising. The Rangers waived Barclay Goodrow after 3 seasons with the Rangers. Somebody good's going to pick him up, and he's going to have an impact. I think this is a big loss for the Rangers. They better replace him with somebody good. Bronny James is dodging other teams' workouts as teams have struggled to schedule workouts with him. Lakers, Suns have had meetings. So Mike Trout is behind in his rehab from his meniscus surgery. That's not great. Bad news for the Astros. Justin Verlander on the IL with the neck injury. Not ideal. I won't be shocked if he's traded. How about this? Joe Mazzulla coached through a torn meniscus since March. Like, that's crazy. I would not have guessed that. Jason Tatum claps back at the critics as he because he celebrates the title after all the shit people said about him, he says. Boogie Cousins joins Dwight Howard in Taiwan as those two and Quinn Cook are teaming up for the Asian tournament. The Sixers are working out a couple of former lottery picks: Sam Decker, Jared Culver, Stanley Johnson, and Tony Bradley. The Clippers hired Jeff Van Gundy to become Ty Lue's lead assistant, as he was a senior consultant with the Celtics and got a ring. And we talked about Jeff Van Gundy on the show yesterday. So that's a great hire for the Clippers. And maybe at this time in a year from now, Jeff Van Gundy will be a head coach. Al Horford's returning next season, as the Celtics governor says Al Horford plans to return, so that's pretty cool. No agreement in place for J.J. Redick as he impressed the Lakers and is still the front runner. The Sky Fever game in the WNBA on Sunday was the most watched WNBA game in 23 years, which was crazy. Adam Schefter responds to Brandon Ayuk's viral TikTok as the Niners absolutely want him. How about this? NFL owners are eyeing quarterback salary cap as there's discussion within the league to curtail quarterbacks' contracts, but talks haven't gained traction. Interesting. The Panthers GM went off on a rage after the loss in Game 5. And the saddest news of the day yesterday, Willie Mays passes away at the age of 93 yesterday afternoon. Thoughts and prayers to Mays' family, his friends, his former teammates. A couple of sad weeks here in sports. Jerry West, and before that was Bill Walton, and now Willie Mays. Very, very sad. And everybody was showing their love on Twitter. How about this? ABS challenge system will be in the minors in AAA, and they'll make the move on June 25th. So that's really interesting. So that's it for news and notes. Last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. There's one I liked. It was in baseball. I wanted to take the Storm getting the points, but there was a baseball one I liked more. And that is going to be I'm going to go back to the well. I'm going to go under 8 in Reds Pirates. For the same reasoning why I did in yesterday, I also trust Mitch Keller. I trust Mitch Keller more than I trust the pitcher that went for Pittsburgh yesterday. And I do trust Hunter Green to get it done too. And neither of these offenses are amazing. So under 8 minus 106, Reds Pirates, best bet of the day. So there you have it for the show, and I'll be back tomorrow recapping everything and looking ahead to everything tomorrow as well. Hope you guys have a great day, everyone.